think this whole point of introducing light rail is to explore scales of connectedness.
When you're taking a metro, you're walking to and from. So you're interacting more with the environment around you, with other people.
Active transport is about options for transport that aren't just sitting in the car and turn the radio on.
That's the difference between good design and something that's just okay, like is the integration of all things that contribute to a place being a good place, and transport's part of it.
One of the benefits, I think, is it sort of brings people together, as is often mentioned. You meet people. I do that when I'm in European cities, at stations, when you're on the train, and so on.
If we are to look at enabling effective active transport, and we utilise public transport as an active transport means, it really means that we've got to have integration. It means that you can easily and readily ride your bike to a stop and go, thanks very much, feel comfortable about having a bike parking facility, fairly secure, hop on the light rail, do your bit in town, come back, hop on your bike to go back home.
I've seen some statistics. If you look at European cities that have good urban transit systems, rail, bus, ferry, wherever it is, they walk on average 10 times more than people who are in motorcar cities, say in the US and Australia. Their obesity problems are much less.
There's some trade-offs to be made when you're thinking about a public transport system. So for people wanting to get from A to B, it's about getting there as quickly as possible. So you want to make the service fast, you have fewer stops. But on the other hand, you want people to get to where they need to go to and not have a long walking trip at the other end. So there's a trade-off between how far apart we put the stops, as well as physically where they can fit.
It might mean that you can easily store your bike at any number of the stops that are there and know that it's relatively secure and safe from the wind. It might be that you can actually readily take your bike, take it onto the light rail, go to the other end and go when you exit the light rail, hop back on your bike and easily and readily hop back onto the shared network.
The light rail is this sort of opportunity for people in their ordinary connected lives. The routine of the day is what I think everybody's excited about, that they can see how Stockholm or Copenhagen or Melbourne works so beautifully as this sort of seamless. You walk down from your apartment, you walk out to the street, within 5 minutes you're connected.
Well, I would like to see the sort of city I experienced when I lived in Stockholm. When I saw children, maybe 6 or 7, but not much older, riding on their own on the Stockholm metro system without fearing for any safety issues. That it was clean, it was fast, and it was safe. And they could go to school without having their parents have to drop them off.
There's plenty of examples from other parts of the world to learn from.
We're at this point now, there's a lot of energy starting to coalesce, and if we can just grab it and really hold on to it and understand it, I think Canberra's got a fantastic future ahead of it.
We need to think of the capital metro as a piece of a broader picture of the sort of Canberra we'd like to see decades into the future.
Authorised by the ACT Government.